Hello and welcome back to my channel. I thought in this short video I'd address the topic, is using climate control in this Toyota hybrid use or abuse? Okay, so what do I mean by that? Well, we know Toyota hybrids have the ability to run climate control, and that's been used by people since the Prius came out, Prius Hotel, etc. People using the climate control to have a comfortable inside area regardless of the climate outside, and that is amazing. And in my case, watching these people on YouTube is what led me down this path of wanting to get a hybrid vehicle to exploit the climate control for travel and van life in general. And where I am right now, another rest area, shout out to my last video, and where I'm at now, I was using it a lot. So for whatever reason, I had kind of a headache and I wasn't feeling so hot last night. Went to bed early, climate control on. That's been more than 12 hours ago. Now, there was a time I did shut off the engine, turned off the ready mode sometime in the early morning. But as the humidity was high outside, I turned it right back on. And I've been just kind of hanging out here, having coffee and seeing if I feel better, ready to start driving again. So here's a situation where I totally leaned on the climate control to be comfortable. And I guess, isn't that what it's all about when you have a vehicle like this? On the other hand, the question remains, am I abusing this vehicle by running climate control sitting here? Or would you consider it using the features that you have? Now, the short answer is, I guess I'm in the second camp. I have this feature in this vehicle. That's a big reason why I bought this vehicle. So I'm going to use it, right? But the nagging thought remains in my head. It's like, am I hurting this vehicle by, having the engine kick on periodically, idling? Perhaps it's really hot outside or whatever. Or really cold for that matter, because I've used the climate control in winter conditions as well. Now, I've done some researching on this, and people say, it's no problem. There's Prius taxis that are out there where the taxi drivers pretty much leave the Prius on in ready mode 24/7. They'll switch drivers and they just do not turn the car off in the traditional sense. And you read stuff where Toyota, really tests their vehicles and puts them through hell, so to speak, with long run times, etc. So, is this vehicle built for this and can it handle it? I would like to think so. But on the other hand, am I shortening its life by doing this and leaning on this climate control frequently like I do? I guess you could make the argument that yes, it's shortening the life of the vehicle. The engine is running more without racking up mileage. And that's use, whether it's reflected in the mileage total of the odometer or not. That is use. But in the end, I guess I come to the conclusion that I bought this vehicle partially because of this feature, the climate control. So to not use it would be not very smart, there's a reason I went this route. And yes, it was an expensive vehicle to buy, although in one of my other videos I looked at the average cost of a new vehicle being around $45,000, and this being $42,000 back a year ago when I bought it. I guess it's not an outrageous cost for a vehicle. And I'll make this point here, a lot of RVs, in order to have climate control, air conditioning, heating, etc., there's ways around that, but especially with air conditioning, you kind of need to be plugged into shore power. Now, I know there's some amazing RVs, sprinters that I've seen and talked to, the people in them, where they have racks of batteries and they can run AC for a few days just off the batteries. But, that's a pretty expensive setup to have something like that. Typically, RVs plug into shore power to be able to use AC. And so with this vehicle, you're getting that similar benefit. Obviously, you're burning gasoline, but, with shore power, you're paying for a campsite and you may be paying extra for electricity to be able to run that AC. So I don't know, am I talking in circles here? Perhaps. I think the bottom line to sum it up is I'm going to use this feature and try to suppress the thought that it's abusing the vehicle, but rather using the vehicle for what it's maybe not its main purpose. I mean, obviously hybrid is a gas saving measure, and you know, did they design this vehicle for people to be sleeping in overnight with the climate control on? Probably not, but you know, that's what people have gravitated to, especially with the Prius early on, like I said, and onto the other hybrid vehicles, RAV4, Highlander, and now the Sienna starting in 2021. So I'm kind of making this video also for myself to just realize, you know, dude, relax here. Use the feature for what it's worth and enjoy. So let me know your thoughts on that if you want, and thanks for watching.